guys, it's Nolan. So just a quick update on some charts of interest. Just want to have a quick look at the news this week. So Japanese bank holiday today. Next high priority news is Fed Chair Powell talking at 3 o'clock tomorrow, 3 o'clock UK time, and then we've got some various USD news. It's a pretty quiet news week, really. So that's quite good. Still very interested in Euro Pound long within this structure. We're making higher, lower highs, lower lows, I should say. We are at the bottom of structure, you know, at the trend line. We've connected the lows. So, you know, end of day traders could potentially look to place a buy above these candle highs here, or you may just want to wait for confirmation of buyers coming in. But that is definitely on the radar for longs towards resistance up here. CAD Swiss, I really would like to see price reject, come into this 72.20 zone. You can see, look, we've made this inverse head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We've had a little push up. Look, we've broken this resistance. I would like to see that resistance tested. We've had some big candles there, so there's definitely some buyers, definitely some strong buy momentum, I should say. We have come into a trend line and a bit of horizontal resistance. So if we can see some pullback into somewhere along this zone, look to get long on, you know, if we get a long setup on a smaller time frame, taking first profits as we come towards the this resistance trend line here, and then hopefully it's going to break out. But yeah, just looking at the daily moving averages, they've crossed, which is great. But I would like to see price pull back towards those moving averages because it just looks a little bit overextended. You know, you trade in with moving averages. If you move away, you want to see it pull back. Move away, you want to see it pull back. Move away, you want to see it pull back. So that would be my preference for CAD Swiss. You can see I've got an alert set here. I'd like to see it pull back, and then I'd like to see buyers come in, and I'd like to get in on a smaller time frame. Aussie CAD, we've had some made some money on this, made some pips. I think it was last week, but yeah, looking for this to pull back now. Got a nice bit of structure, similar to Euro Pound actually, this descending structure, but we've got Aussie CAD on the way down where we want Euro Pound to move up. So basically similar to what I've just said about moving averages, looking for the price to pull back towards those moving averages. We've got some support here which has been broken, so it could come back all the way up and test these lows here, but certainly I would like to see price pull back towards 91.50, 91.500, and then look for a selling opportunity. Euro Aussie, a little bit unsure about this one. Although I know I am looking for this to push for another impulse, at least into these highs here, potentially to test this high here. Let's put those moving averages back on a second. So I'm bullish this pair, but I'm bullish this pair because we've broken out of this falling wedge, but this, it really does look like a head and shoulder pattern, doesn't it? Had a strong buyer candle there, and I would suggest that if we do break the high of this candle, then we are going to push up into this level. But I was looking for a price to have a little bit more of a pullback into here. Now whether we've actually had the pullback and that was it, and literally that these lows here were the pullback and we're going now, not too sure, but I was looking for a little bit deeper. You know, you can see this low here, this low. this high. I was hoping it would pull back, so have to wait and see. But what I would say is that if we start breaking this high here, then we probably are on the move up towards 159. Anything else of interest? I'm not going to look at gold. Aussie. Actually, let's look at the S&P. S&P, because I don't look at a lot of indices, but S&P, let's just go on the weekly. You know, as most indices are, very, very bullish on market. Put some moving averages on for a second on that weekly. And you can see, look guys, you know, we've just come and tested that 20 moving average. Okay, so, you know, when we're looking to trade a trending market, look for it to pull back and then look for buyers in an uptrend, look for buyers to come in again. So we've pulled back into that 20. Are we seeing buyers come in now? Well, let's just take those EMAs off for a second. And if we join these, we can actually see, look, support, support, support. So we could be bouncing off here for another move up. 4 hour. No real confirmation yet. You know, I've been looking for a morning star pattern or some kind of bullish engulfing candle maybe, or a hammer candle, but we've had some strong candles down into the level, and right this moment we've still got 3 hours 23 minutes to go for this candle. It's an inside candle. I want to see some confirmation of buyers coming in. Maybe some of you guys might want to see break a trend line. Okay, but looking at this structure and support, I'd be happy with a nice 4 hour morning star pattern to go along, okay, in line with the bigger time frames. So that could be setting up imminently, you know, tonight, tomorrow. So keep your eyes on that. The Nasdaq, similar. I haven't looked at any other indices, but the Nasdaq is pretty similar to the S&P in regards to potential bullish opportunities. And Aussie yen, nice bullish moving averages, as you can see. But a deep pullback. We've actually below the 20 moving average at the moment. So, you know, keep your eyes on this. If we start to see bullish indices, that'd be a risk on period, and you would expect to see Aussie yen bullish as well, because when it's risk on, you'd expect to see Aussie yen to be on the rise, and in a risk off period, you'd expect to see Aussie yen sell off. So keep your eyes on Aussie yen. We're looking for buyers to come in. Now, whether you want to look for a break of the trend line, okay, you may want to do that, or you may want to see a break retest of, you can see this was the last swing high here, so you might want to wait for potentially that to happen. Okay, because obviously we are in a downtrend here on this little 4 hour. Impulse, correction, impulse. We need to break this high to prove that buyers are taking control of the market. But some of you might be a little bit more aggressive than that. But basically, we want to look for buyers to show that they are now in charge of the market. So another way is potentially looking for moving averages on the 4 hour to cross. Now they're in a bearish order, 20 above the 8. You might want to wait until the 8 is above the 20 in this order. Look for the first pullback and then look to go long. Okay, there's lots and lots of different ways to get into basically the same trade. Just depends on what you like as a trader, what you're looking for. But I'd be looking for Aussie yen longs. Okay, I'm not really interested in the shorts, purely because of this bigger picture here. I'm actually looking for a price to move all the way up to here if I just zoom out. Okay, you can see that rising support, rising resistance. So I would like to see price head towards there, maybe even break this high, because we've got a high, higher high, maybe a high again, low, higher, low, but now we're actually moving from the downside, so I'm looking for price to move to the upside. So keep your eyes on this. There isn't a setup at the moment. One thing I could say is, I'm not telling you to do this, but a buy stop above today's bearish candle could be something you might want to look at, waiting for, anticipating, I should say, for those buyers to come in. Now the good thing about that as well, look guys, is that that buy stop is above the 4-hour swing high, and that's what we're looking for, aren't we? We're looking for a change of cycle. So for end of day traders, that could be something that you might want to take a look at. All right guys, so a little quick update from me, and you know what we're looking at. So it's Monday, early days. Let's see what happens. I will catch you later. Bye.